Hello, hi, hold on. I thought I went to church today. I thought I'd come on and talk about the movement, this movement that Jesus assigned me to. I bumped into somebody at church, and he'll probably tell the pastor. So I thought I'd nip this in the bud or head him off at the pass. Okay, all right, sir. I know you don't know me. I just needed a church. I'm not one of these people that love going to church that's there. No, I was never that, ever, okay? But if you look at my stuff and you see my video called My Truth, that's when it happened, sir, okay? That's when it happened. That's when God pulled me out of the sheep pens, okay? And he put me in charge of end times. And he calls me, I am John. He gave me that covering. I am to do his movement. Jesus has a movement he said must happen, okay? That's what I'm about, okay? Jesus movement by I am John. I wrote this. Jesus sent us a letter through our conversations, and I write it down, okay? I only say what my Father says, okay? And it's Jesus, okay? Here's the letter he had me write to the world, okay? I don't say words to hurt you. My words are truth. So when they hurt, it is because you are not in truth. And that's why it hurts. And deep down, you know you are not in truth. Deep down, you know it. Because during this time, which is now, end times, we have to be in ultra truth. Okay? The game has changed. It's not different. I mean, it's different. It's different. It just is. Because this is the spirit realm. Okay? We're in end times. Okay? Demons can't read your mind, but they can have you figured out. This is all Jesus. They have been around you all the time. He's talking about the lion, the ox, the man, the eagle, the thing with the eyes. It's in Revelations. I'm sure you know. You know of it. That's what he's talking about. And I always was aware of it. I've been in the Word 34 years, sir. Okay? Demons know the truth about you. This is what he's saying. So I speak truth, and it hurts. Just know there's a problem that I can see. Okay? That's why the truth hurts. When you get ticked off, it's because it's truth. And you just have to suck it up and be the real Christian and admit you're in sin and you don't have the Father's ways. All right. My introduction, basically. Let me get a drink. I have prophetic dreams, okay? They do come to pass. They will come to pass, and Jesus is using me for the end times, okay? Jesus told me Psalms, altars are reality. We are not going to participate in Revelations at all. Jesus made a way out. We raptured the Iranians from here. We sure did. The end times would have been worse in America because we are gods. We're just sitting ducks over here, okay? And we all know pretty much 95% of the world is atheists. If they're not a Christian, they're an atheist. I don't care what they are. Yeah, we raptured the Iranians from here. Just by doing Psalms, all of us. Whatever prayer warriors are under me, okay? It's pretty much all anonymous, but it doesn't matter. We were able to get it done. It's a lot of people that don't want to go through end times, that have grandchildren that they don't want to see go through Revelations. We just don't want it, okay? It's not for us. Okay, oh, well, somebody's going to say this altering our reality, using Psalms for that. It's not in the Word. It's not in the Word. It's not in the Word. Okay, do you want to stick around for it? That's my question. Do you want to subject your family so you can be in Word purity, truth? Do you want to stick around for the demons chewing you up alive? Is that what you want? You can go ahead and stick around for that. Just don't do what we're going to do, okay? And what Jesus requires of everybody to do, Kenneth Copeland on down, okay? To do Joyce Meyer's Walking in Love. He says that's the only teaching that will turn you into a fireball Christian. So when he comes here to rapture us, before we get the chip, he's going to rapture us out of here, okay? It's going to get crazy, but we're to bide our time. And when it's too dangerous for us, he's going to rapture us. He says we'll go poof. And we poof the Iranians, okay? Let's see. Yeah. Just because it's not in the Word, you're going to stick around for it. Go ahead. Stick around for the fully demonic humans that eat you alive. Yes, stick around for that. Not us holy Christians. The best Christians are not going to stick around for that. And these are Joyce Meyer's Walking in Love trained Christians, okay? Jesus says he will get us out in one piece. What he meant by that, sir, was earth and purgatory. He's getting us out. If you weren't a rapist, if you weren't a pedo, if you weren't an evil murderer, not a soldier, never a soldier, you're in purgatory. They're in purgatory. Gay people are also in purgatory, okay? But if you're a rapist, if you're a pedophile, if you have pedophilia in your family or whatever, whoever does pedophilia gets sifted. It doesn't need to be discovered by man. God sifts you right then and there. Right? There is no mercy. Let's get this clear. Jesus said there is no mercy right now. There is no grace. We're in end times. Everybody was feeling fear, and nobody was doing jack. And my relationship with God gave us an out. Okay? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay? Yeah, my relationship is getting us out of here. Okay? Yeah. He's walking us through it. Okay? That's what's going on. Okay. Jesus says he will get us out in one piece, earth and purgatory. Before he raptures you, you must know and do the Father's way, and Joyce gets you there, okay? Pedophilia is a demonic spirit. It just is, okay? Keep that in mind. I have the covering of John, and what no Christian knows, Jesus told me this. See, I have an in with Jesus. Like I said, I've been in the Word 34 years, okay? I know some stuff. We talk together all the time. I'm recording all our conversations because he's walking us through this. I didn't feel the need to record anything before Epstein. Before, this is what I call the blood sacrificing, all the evil stuff that we didn't know was happening behind our backs. We were just trying to live and move and have our being, raising families, and then now we got to get out. We got to get out because of the chick. Okay. Let me make sure I'm okay. So I have the covering of John. You know how the disciples said, well, what about John? You know, because pretty much Jesus sent them all to their deaths. He didn't want that for John, okay? So he pretty much told the demonic like a contract. You don't touch him. Because, you know, when people commit crimes, they're possessed. They have a demonic whatever going on. Because if they were pure holy Christians, they wouldn't think of doing anything like that, right? Right. So I have that covering. So if somebody tries to come at me, the demons are going to stop them. The ones that are inside controlling things, yeah. So I'm not going to die. Matter of fact, he's going to rapture me. I'm going to be the last Christian to be raptured. He told me that. And I'm not dying. So we don't have that much time. We maybe got 10 to 15 years, maybe. Maybe. That's pushing it. At least 10, surely. Because I had a dream about that, so I could kind of tell, you know, what age I was, roughly. I'm thinking 10 more years. Okay? All right, so Jesus says, don't mock this movement. You will become a casualty because it's God's wisdom given unto me to rescue us out of Revelations. It canceled it for holy Christians only, okay? Yeah, we're not going to participate in Revelations. He made a way for us. As long as we're pure, holy Christians, okay? We get raptured before anything happens. We're not going through none of it. So y'all need to get on board, okay? We are living under end time rules. No grace, no mercy, okay? If you're a pedo, a rapist, or evil murderer, of course, you do not want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. If you're those three things, you don't want to hear it. You want to think there's still grace, there's still mercy. No, it's gone, son. If you've been doing that, you've been sifted. It doesn't matter that nobody found you out. It don't matter. That's how he's always done it, okay? And we didn't know that till I had to write it down and tell you. I have always been in conversation with my God. I just didn't know it was Jesus. So he's walking us through it, all right? Yeah, you don't want to hear it if you're a pedo. Of course not. You think there's still mercy and grace. Sorry, son. Sorry, sir. You're going to hell, okay? That's just a fact. There is no more fluctuation with the Father's ways. We're in end times. That's why there's no more mercy and grace. There's no more fluctuation, okay? We're done. You either get it or you don't. Get off the pot. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're doing Christianity. We're not playing it anymore. And we're not playing church. We're doing it. I don't say anything that my father hasn't said. This is not me. This is not my demeanor either. So he's pissed, okay? This is a movement that must happen. This is why he unalives mockers. It's too costly. Mockers bring death. Okay? Keep that in mind. He always keeps saying, this is too costly. So he's not going to let anybody jack with this. Okay? We're trying to get raptured here. Keep up. He said, we are at war, and we are making Christian history. I don't know what that means. Maybe we're going to start seeing how people just disappear. Okay? So, now that I've said that, sir, I was approached by somebody in your family. Okay? He has all my information now. Because I wanted to be transparent with you, okay? God sent me there so I would have my own church. To be fed. Not to take over. Not to slam down. Not to ruin. But to get edification. Well, he said I wasn't going to get edified during this whole thing of me doing this I Am John thing. I can forget it. And now I see why. Anyway, sir, just rest assured, I'm just there to get fed. Okay? That's all. That's all. But I was approached by somebody. I think you know who. He will tell you. And I had to impart the terrible news that, yes, sifting has happened and it doesn't unget sift. God does not unsift. He told us that from the very beginning. Once I sift, it's done. And if you're a pedophile, sorry. You're sifted. Okay? Enjoy the time you got left, because that's it. Okay? So, yeah. And he tried to talk me out of it. Well, it's because he's yeah. When you want to hear that there's grace and mercy for that kind of, I want to say the S word, for that kind of stuff, sorry. God's children are very precious. You even touch them, the chest, whatever. You don't even have to penetrate. Do you understand me? That's it. You're sifted. We're in end times. And you better educate that elder of yours. He's in your family. And I knew right away when I got out of that car, I knew he was. I knew he was one. Okay? Yeah. It's common knowledge over there, okay? Just FYI. This is not a secret in Livingston. Just saying. Yeah. That's all I need to say, okay? Have a nice day.